The Original Curse, Chapter 8. The pizzeria has now been open for a total of 6 months. The building was now massive, with a giant dining room, arcades, a huge prize corner, and several playrooms. The crew had gained a ton more members, so many that Sakatsu and Shisuta had to be moved off stage and reprogrammed. Midnight the Dragon Fox and Mizu the Rabbit have joined Leafy on stage. Midnight singing, "Come on everyone, let's rock and roll," and Mizu playing drums.
Yes, let's rock and roll!
Sakatsu and Shisuta now spent their time together in the playroom.
Stay safe, children, and play nice.
Little one, no shoes on inside the ball pit.
Monitoring the children and making sure they were safe and that they removed their shoes before entering. A dragon named Tatsu was made to deliver pizza to hungry children.
Come and get your pizza, everyone!
This is because, due to the new size of the building, the staff took longer to hand out the pizzas. Tatsu had small retractable wheels under his feet that he used to skate around and pass out the food. Hana was a wolf with a dog Betty on her hand that also passed out pizzas. Do make sure to play nice, everybody. However, the children were unable to keep their hands off her. At first they wanted hugs and high fives, but eventually they started tearing her apart. The staff repair her and punish the children, but it keeps happening. Eventually, the staff got the idea to have her be a fun building toy for kids to play with and maybe learn some robotics. So the staff removed some of her programming, made a bunch of spare parts, and gave her a section for children to play with her. Ningyo lived in the prize corner with his gift box.
Greetings, child. Please, place your tickets in the box.
Whenever a child approached, he emerged from his box and greeted the children, asking them what they wanted. When a child responded, he instructed them to place the correct amount of tokens, known in the pizzeria as victory tokens, in his box. When done so, Ningo leaves the box, grabs the prize using special hangers attached onto the prizes that he can fit his hook onto. He then goes back to the box and places the gift on the table next to the box. He then congratulates the child on getting the prize and closes the box. Honey was a big bear that had two hand puppets, a fox named Snowy and a chicken named Yoko. Now everyone, once upon a time, there was a big, bad, ferocious fox, and a sweet, shy little chicken. She was in a small stage in her playroom where she told stories to the children with her puppets. Bubble was a monkey that gave balloons to children. Bobo, being a monkey, was unable to speak and could only make noises. Umbra the owl was near the kitchen.
Greetings, little one. What kind of ice cream would you like? Me and my chips will get it made in no time.
When a child came up to her and ordered some ice cream, she and her little chips, smaller chocolate-covered owls, then made the cone or bowl in front of the child. Umbra then opened the hatch below her, the cone on her decoration. A small mechanical plate handed the ice cream to the child, and they took it and went. Citrus spent her time in the arcade, cheering on the children when they were in the playing the games,
You can do it, everyone!
and encouraging them to do their best and try again if they fail. The band also gained several design updates. They all got sleeker and updated designs, making them look even better. All of the crew gained tails, moving wings, and more advanced joints and more details. Leafy and Midnight also gained little rabbit hand puppets, Goldie for Leafy and Icy for Midnight. Goldie was a bright golden yellow with two buttons under her red bow tie, and Icy had a black bow tie with no buttons. The entire crew also have been given better eyesight. The designs of the walls and floor were the same, and the art corner had the same design but was even bigger. The children drew all sorts of things, most often including one of the animatronics in the building. The children all loved the place and were extremely happy. The staff had grown a lot, now having a ton of people working for the building. Cooks, security, janitors, repair workers, all the things a pizzeria would need. The arcade entrance was next to the stage. The arcade was huge. A ton of games, digital and physical games, and several small prize games. There was also an added playroom. This playroom was really large, and included a large ball pit, honey stage, Sakatsu and Shisuta, and a gigantic 3D maze for children to crawl around in. There was also a roller skating area for everyone to play in. Tatsu occasionally plays here when he's free or the staff are taken over delivering pizzas. The back of the rooms of the pizzeria are similar as well. The kitchen had grown in size and quality and quantity of ingredients, as well as variety of what is made. There are now several supply rooms, rooms specific to different things. Cleaning materials, prize corner merchandise, repair parts, all organized and clean. The security office has grown considerably, now being much more advanced and busy. There are 3 guards in the room that work there, monitoring different security cams. There are also 3 sets of cameras in the building, one for the rooms, one for the ventilation shafts, and another for outside the building. Axel also made a private office for himself and Mara. Axel and Mara, now that the building has grown super large, are super busy. Not gonna lie, Mara, you've made some pretty good suggestions, Axel complimented while sorting some papers.
Why, thank you, Axel. It feels good seeing all those happy smiles.
Mara smiled while she was looking through her papers. Agreed. It feels really good that being this busy doesn't matter anymore. Axel chuckled as he worked.
I do have one idea, though.
Mara implied. She knew this was a risky move, but if it worked out, it would help her plan perfectly. What would that be? Axel asked, turning to her.
Well, I was thinking of a way to increase interactions with the animatronics and the children, and I came up with one thing. The old Freddy Fazbear's had that spring lock system.
Axel cut her off. Oh no, we are not touching that. That system from back then caused nothing but problems. It didn't work, and it allowed that William Afton guy to be horrible and hurt those children. We're not doing any of that. Axel said plainly, not intending to change his mind.
I'm aware of all that happened, but if we improve the system, it would work perfectly. I've studied all of the equipment from back then, and I found every single issue that system had. It will be perfect.
Mara insisted. I said no. It will not happen. Axel stayed firm, much to Mara's anger.
Please, just consider it. Look, I've even sketched it out.
Mara gave Axel a blueprint for a test suit to satisfy him. Axel looked over the paper, annoyed, but impressed. Mara wasn't lying. These new spring locks looked fail-safe. But he was still hesitant. William used these to kill children, and the locks killed him in the end. He wanted nothing to do with these. But as he looked at the blueprints, he realized that she still wasn't wrong. It would be more cost-effective than 2 suits, and would help keep the immersion for children. You're sure about this? Axel questioned.
Absolutely. I've taken absolutely everything into consideration. These are perfectly safe.
Mara pressed, knowing Axel would break eventually. Well, these 2 look extremely safe, and it would be more cost-effective. Alright, fine. But we are going to test these things in every way possible until we go through with it. Axel finally answered. Mara was super happy inside. Her plan was going perfectly.
That is what I was planning on doing anyway.
She replied. And hello everybody. It is your host as always, Leafy, and thank you for watching the Chapter 8 of the original Curse. I apologize for how long it took this one to come out. Let's just say I had a lot of issues with it, and also this one just took way too long, considering how much drawing I had to do for it. But enough of my excuses. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more, be sure to check the channel out. And if you want to support me to make sure that you can see more of these, I would implore you to check the Patreon page in the description below. And that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next show. Stay tuned.